Growing up, elementary years, I went to a small elementary school and was just very confident, and that all felt really good. And you don't notice anything different than that until that no longer occurs. That probably happened about 8th grade. It was scary. I hated feeling that way because I'm a social kind of person, and man, loneliness that's like death, you know. What was interesting though, I was born again at 10. I was filled with Holy Spirit at 14. I knew Holy Spirit. I heard God. When you walk away from God, there's this void, this emptiness, this darkness that kind of overshadows you. I mean, you can hear the preachers, "You're going to hell." And I wondered, was I? I remember hearing my mom pray. And I was walking up the steps of my house. Our dining room was on the second floor of the house, and I was walking up the steps, and I heard my mom calling out to God for me. And she was praying something like, "God, I know Brian is a man of God. And I know he's meant to serve you. Please help him. Help him find his way." To know that someone was praying for me, to know that someone really cared about me enough to actually talk to God about me, and hearing my mom pray, that was huge. I sat down on the steps and I waited for her to finish, kind of secretly hoping that, keep going, Mom, keep going. I was running from God, and here I am going into his house. So I went in and grabbed the back pew, and at the end, the guy pauses, the lead singer. He pauses and he kind of shifts his guitar a little bit, and he looks, I swear he looks right at me. He says, "All right, look, but let me tell you the truth now." And he got my attention because he was really intense. And I was kind of leaning in to hear his words. We were standing, he had to stand up at the end. And all of a sudden I saw his lips moving, but I couldn't hear anything. And in that moment, I heard these words. I heard God say to me, he said, I'm not promising you another day." And that scared the fire out of me. But I really look at that time when I was 19 as when I was really added into the kingdom. And I'm grateful for my mom. And for her prayers. That changed me. I can't say honestly that I thought about my mom praying when I was standing in the back of that church listening to that band and hearing God in that moment. But I don't doubt at all it was that prayer that had effect on me, that helped me to make that decision, because a mom prayed and called out to God for her son. And because of that, I am added. My name is Brian Higbee. I am added.